Oh,
that's awesome.
Dude, after you watched the UFC and you saw Francis Ngannou, did you see if you could make 205?
That's
I think a lot of people did.
oh
a lot of
my
people are like, I could make 205. I think it's totally possible.
I've always been against it, but now I'm thinking about it. No, just kidding. But he is a monster.
He's terrifying.
A monster. To see how far he sent Overeem's head was just backwards in that one photo. That's like an iconic. That's probably the most iconic, at least in my mind, or epic heavyweight fighting, MMA fighting photo that there is. I mean, with that
I think so too.
Knocked back that way, and I mean, it just looked like such a power. I mean, it was a powerful punch, but the timing of that shot was just incredible. You see that one where his head is just completely knocked back. Man, he's a scary, scary dude.
I put that one on my Instagram feed too. That picture seems like the coming of the new king. You know what I mean? Like, obviously he's got to beat Stipe Miocic, but if you want to like look at a picture like in history when you come back and go, this is the moment where Ngannou arrived, and people realize like, holy shit, like this guy is for real. He didn't just do that to any guy. He did that to Alistair motherfucking Overeem.
Yeah, K1 kickboxing world champion.
Yeah, Strikeforce world champion. Yeah. Just a stud, like elite fighter.
Yeah.
#1 heavyweight contender.
Yeah, well, you and Brendan were talking about it last week on the show, and to hear you guys saying if he starches him and if he can, if he can prove himself, and it's like, man, he just did it the best way possible.
And the way he did it, it's like the whole world's noticing. Like, I saw it on CNN, I saw it on all these different websites, and everyone's just raving like he could be the next big thing. And I think that's going to put him on the map. Now that everybody knows, and they have this highlight reel of his knockouts now. Yeah. And so to advertise a fight between him and Stipe, I think it's going to be gigantic. Yeah, I think it's going to be huge. I've been able to talk with Stipe's coach, and there's a potential I was going to go out and help him in this training camp. So hopefully that still happens. My schedule's kind of crazy, but hopefully I can get up there for a week or sneak up there. Yeah, I'm happy for Stipe to get a big fight.
Yeah, for sure.
And if he wins against Ngannou, I mean, that is just gigantic. Yeah. That would be absolutely phenomenal.
There's a guy that can do it. I think it's Stipe for sure.
Well, he's the champ, and he's the champ for a reason.
Yeah, definitely.
But he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
He's so big.
Got to weather that storm and put him up against the cage, wear him out, pummel. I mean, just get really heavy on him and tire him out, take him into deep waters, put him on his back.
We got to remember, Overeem did get him up against the cage.
Yeah, that's true.
Overeem lunged at him, clinched with him, got him up against the cage, but couldn't do a goddamn thing with him.
Yeah, that's true. I think a little difference is Stipe having that All-American wrestling background, being able to keep him there a little bit more.
This is crazy. He's opening up as the betting favorite over the heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, I get it. I understand. But that is pretty incredible that he's the betting favorite.
Yeah, I guess if you just look at his comment, that do MMA math or so, but the common opponent with them and Overeem, and you know how they both performed against him.
Yeah, well, Overeem did catch Stipe and had him stunned and knocked him on his ass, and then Stipe came back and won. But, you know, I mean, he's going to be obviously super aware of how dangerous it is to connect with Ngannou. He's going to obviously try to stay on the outside. And when he close the distance, get that clinch, get him up against the cage, and figure out some way to either get that guy down or wear his legs out or do something. We don't know what happens when Ngannou goes into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds. Right. If anybody can even physically take him there.
Yeah. I do love how Stipe has that killer instinct, both against Overeem after getting hurt, even Verdum after his leg injury, being able to come back.
Santos, I think.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
The Dos Santos fight, he's Dos Santos had kicked his leg pretty hard and giant swelling on his leg.
Yeah. Then to come back and just knock him out the way that he did was just beautiful.
Yeah.
So even if he gets hurt, if he doesn't get put out and he's hurt, he can still turn on that killer instinct and put him away. So it's going to be exciting. Like watching this fight, I'm amped for it. This is one of the big heavyweight fights recently that I'm just so stoked for.